Hey guys, I know it has been a couple of years since I've sat down to do a video, and those couple of years have been, well, how do you describe 2 years in a sentence? I'm not sure, but we're living in the 5D now, so the past doesn't really matter. But just to go over for context, I suppose the last couple of years, individually and I suppose collectively, have been challenging for many, including myself. But you know, challenges come with lessons and growth, lots of personal growth, many insights, deep awareness. That's all a process. And I feel this process is going to keep, unfolding, and it's really teaching us how are we going to navigate through these changing, turbulent times whilst being who we're here to be. And I guess the last even 5 years for me, I've kind of been having like an existential crisis in many ways, like even when I first went vegan, I was a vegan activist for a year, and the activist archetype comes out in me when I felt passionate and needing to have my voice heard for whatever calling. I don't know where it comes from. I just follow what I'm called to do. But that's all, as I said, part of the process. And now, I don't know, it hasn't really served me in hindsight, like how much me speaking my truth. In some ways it has, and in other ways it's been challenging. I don't do it to be liked, likable, or, I know it might make things harder for me, but I still feel compelled to. And, inevitably that separates you from certain situations and certain people, and I guess that's meant to happen. And that's what brings you into more alignment and more compatibility, I suppose. The pro side of it is that it has cleared my throat so that I'm able to speak from my heart, makes me a better communicator, makes me a better singer. So I'm a fully expressed woman, I'm clearing karma from past lives. I'm here to do that, or at least I've done that. I feel I've done my fair share in this lifetime. I think what I'm feeling called to do now is just become super discerning in each moment for which archetype needs to come out or is being called to come out. And again, it's always a choice. So yeah, becoming much more conscious of what is worth my energy and being discerning in every moment. And the main lesson is to live your life in the present moment, the eternal now, which is all we ever have, really. So yeah, lots of insights. That's the context. In short, I could go into a whole victim story about how much I suffered in that year and all that, but I'm choosing not to play the victim in my life. And yeah, look at all the blessings that always come out of anything. So yeah, that's me up to date. It's just like looking back at my YouTube journey. Why did I start it? I don't know. I was just compelled to show up and share. So I'm not feeling called to show up and share as much. There's a lot of amazing YouTubers that already do that, and they've really helped me last year. Connecting to people who are experiencing very similar collective things to me that I was, and so that really helped me through the process of relating and not feeling so alone. But even more important than finding amazing spiritual YouTubers and whatnot, freedom fighters, sovereign humans, empowered humans, awake humans, boss humans, whatever you want to call them. More importantly is finding community locally in your real life, physical, tangible support networks and like-mindedness. And that it just was not an option for me not to do that last year. So I'm really grateful for the new people that came into my life. And when you go amongst that kind of energy, it's like, wow, you know, you're really not alone, even if you feel that you are, which, if you're aware, is kind of the plan. People want people to feel alone. But, you know, even when you're by yourself, you're never alone, really. So, yeah, I just felt like I wanted to give some context to that. And I'm not feeling the need to share so much, basically getting clear on what I want to harness and focus my energy on, which is my baby business and my creative projects, my singing projects, my performing projects. And yeah, so that's really where I'm going to be just fueling and funneling my energy into as my expression, no matter what happens, because I feel like that is a great outlet for me. That is the most productive outlet and what I can do with my energy. And yeah, I'm going to try that instead of speaking my truth all the time, which has gotten me in uncomfortable situations. Maybe I saved people's lives, maybe, who knows what impact. And when I'm called to, but yeah, I'm really working on becoming less reactive. That's a choice. It's always a choice in any moment. You can choose not to respond. You can choose how you respond. That's literally probably the only thing we really have control over. And protecting your mind from brainwash and hijacking and whatnot. So yeah, so I'm going to be fueling my creative, my expression. Even if I'm feeling like I need to say something, I'm going to practice savoring that and going over and putting it into what's going to be felt on an energetic level. Because let's face it, sometimes there's things words can't even explain. And yeah, that's just where I'm going to focus and harness my emotion into. So yeah, if you had a tough year last year, I feel you. I feel we all did. But it really is within us to ascend and transcend, no matter how difficult any circumstance is. And just know that your soul is eternal, and we have many lives. So don't be so existential and enjoy your present moment. Maybe that's all you're here to do. Take the pressure off and enjoy being alive, because it's a gift that you chose to come back here to experience. Maybe your purpose and your role is just to be one lens of the universe, and that's it, just to observe. Maybe that's why you're here. Does it really matter? Will we really know unless we're fully tapped in and getting clear guidance? I suppose not. So it would be helpful if someone could come down and just tell us, hey, this is why you're here, this is your exact mission, this is what you're here to do. But nobody's done that, so what can you expect? But I do feel like in some ways we are passing tests in this life, surely, for whatever's next. And that's karma. And it's like, yeah, that's the cycle, right? It's like, well, where does your energy go next? So keeping on in integrity with that. And yeah, finding good outlets to express and release energy on the mental, the physical, the emotional. That is me up to date, and it's the beginning of 2022, and I'm here for it. New container, fresh container. You create your own reality. You are responsible for what you choose to invest your energy in and what you choose to give your attention to. So yeah, be the change you wish to see in the world. And I wish you a good year.